Hey, it's Nathan here from the Village Motors service team. Just putting a quick video together today to show you how to start the manual burn procedure on these GWM Cannon utes. So the first stage you'll know you need to do your manual burn is you'll see an engine light followed with a spanner light just above it up on the dash. Sometimes you'll find the vehicle won't accelerate above 40 kilometers an hour. For the first step to get this thing started, you want your engine idling, sitting there. I like to park it where nothing's behind the ute because you're going to have a lot of hot exhaust air coming out the back. You don't want any plants or anything behind you or any plastic that can be melted or damaged. And the very first step is have the engine running and your air conditioning off. You need your aircon switch off, the little orange light out. That's very important. It's one thing a lot of people will miss. So once your air conditioning system's been turned off, we can move on to the next step. With your foot off the brake, you press your ignition switch, turn the ignition and engine off, press and hold that button down again until your cluster lights grey out. It will say in the instructions that it can take up to 2 minutes for that to occur, but once you see your lights go a bit dim, you can move on to the next step. We can then turn the ignition back on. You'll see all of your lights light back up. Foot off the brake still, press and hold this DPF button, and you need to hold that down until it says on the dash to start the car at idle. Once that light comes up to start the car at idle, you can now put your foot on the brake, start your engine, and then turn your aircon back on. Once you've turned that aircon on, you'll notice your engine RPM will increase. It'll sit approximately around the 2000 RPM mark. It can do that for anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. It doesn't have a specific range. It'll do it as long as it needs until your exhaust system cleans out sufficiently. Once it's finished, it'll prompt on the dash that thanks for waiting and you're good to go. So once that comes up, you're good to take off. Go on with your day. You will notice your engine light will stay on. It can take up to 3 ignition cycles. That will eventually go out. But if the engine light's on after the burn, you're good to drive. It'll eventually clear itself. And that's all it is to do your manual burn procedure on these Cannons. If you have any questions, give us a call at Village Motors Service. We'll be able to help you through.